Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go and participate round 2 for the 2023 Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup on Gran Turismo 7. So, we got some bad news about that we did not receive any points from round 1 at Fuji International Speedway between two versions of the Toyota 886 Sprinter Terreno or the Corolla 11 after having some slight issues before the maintenance called in for having a brand new update. We'll have to go for solving with some issues. Right now, we are racing for today at Sardegna Real Track B course layout for the GR Yaris RC High Performance 2020. So I had to go easy on myself because I had to be sure, because I just really might need to get myself to go shape up and go focusing on today's competition. So looks like we just got down to do some recap from round 1 from April, so looks like this is going to get much more labeled to be as complete. But we got some good times and stronger competition, so we had to get down to do some competition to be focusing on every Sunday throughout each part of the date. So today is May 14, that means is Mother's Day. Well, of course, because we have to make sure to have a much more strong kindness to all of your mothers out there in the whole world. Just gonna have to make some love by creating with some good Mother's Day cars, all kinds of good stuff to have some best kinds of love moments. So just going to get ready to go after spending some tough times after having some long patient by delay earlier this morning because of my absence. So I had to go easy on myself because racing on the B course layout in Sardegna Real Track is going to be a very tough challenge to go all-wheel drive. So let's enter it. 2-point race entry will be available at the time, so it'll have to be suitable to go division onto GT3 and GT2 leagues for 10 laps in the number of players up to 16 for having a grid start. Usable tire types will have to go for having a hard compound to be in the sports category. So grab your GR Yaris RC High Performance 2020, get practice, and be sure to have the BOP/tuning prohibited will be set to be on low speed because of the settings will be set to be on specified. Gonna have to be ready up and go because I'm all set. Enter for today's practice. To join in session in the lobby, we'll have to go for only a reduced amount in 268 horsepower and weight at 2,844 pounds. Brace yourself, folks. Tire saving is all about having two choices. It's gonna have to get challenging by the day. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to go for today's competition in round 2 of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. Let's begin. Well, I can't say because I had to be sure to go down to do some 2 takes for having a live stream video to be focusing on today's competition in round 2 of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. So I'm not going to miss out because I had to be sure to go easy myself because my condition is going to have to take some time and go relaxation for having a long-term recovery. But I can still race, but I just really don't want to get myself too much pressure to get too much overwhelming. So let's enter, participate, and go for phase 1 that I'm about to be using with the UDRS InSprotect livery to the same GR Yaris RC just like from last season. So here comes the final turn. Just to slide around onto turn 13, we'll be at the go. Timer begins, so let's do this. Just gonna have to go practice well before we still got enough time to join in session in the lobby. So you see, you might gonna have to pull the brake to be on turn 1 to go enter right next to the apex if you have a chance to go enter onto turn 2 and turn 3. Turn 4 that you are about to go enter onto the B course path So that's how, the only way that you might gonna have to go in there is gonna have to keep a good proper balance to save plenty amount of tire grip. We'll have to be much more extremely careful to be on the pressure. But don't get too much, because all the elevation with some tight turns, corners, and elevation is very tricky when you're driving with a Yaris RC. So there goes turn 5 and 6 to go down in the clear. Okay, very good. Just going to keep going. But I still got this, and keep on driving to stay clean and survive for myself for tonight's live stream video that I just went down to do some planning. So, if any other Gran Turismo players thinks I'm doing okay, definitely I'm just gonna have to try to fight the flu or motion sickness. Well, of course, because I can still race, but I just wanted to have to make one big, important, strong message to every Gran Turismo player when I'm here. Go easy on me. This race is all about just gonna have one ill competitive GT player that will have to take one best chance to go competitive to be entered for today's competition. So the kindness and the love for every Gran Turismo players, along with Mother's Day, is also to have a very strong bond of potential to have a good care with love and trust. So on to lap number 2. Gonna have to keep going practice because I have to go down and find a good line. Okay, that's sector 1 clear. Gonna have to slide right on to sector 2. So here's the average lap time to go basic by 1 minute 38.888 seconds after I just took a fastest record by around in 0.32 seconds. Gonna have to keep it steady. Going up the hill to be proceed on to turn number 9. Here comes turn 10, moving on forward to be on the hill climb in sector 3. Here comes turn 11, now go for turn 12. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to be sure to have turn 13 to be as a reminder, because it takes a world of hard work and very competitive. It's gonna have to be challenging to go harder, faster, and much more quicker to be in the all-wheel drive endurance. New lap on number 3. Come on. Gonna have to go down and do that inside apex to get in. Just want to let you guys know, because I'm not going to have to go live streaming on the set because of having a regular content clip because of the 2 or 3 second glitch parts. But I had to be sure that I had just going to have to get my own rehearsal act to be serving as a director for my YouTube channel. It's all about just going to have to go recording in progress, just going to have to be well perfection to be creative. That's how I'm just going to have to do this for my own living. Being a YouTuber is all about just to be creative, to have something else on my own. But I'm still gonna have to keep trying harder, because my commentary rehearsal might need to do a lot of more work without having too much distraction, without any further interruptions. Okay, that's very good to be achieved on turn 11 and 12. Slam the brakes, steady hard. Careful to be on the turn 13 final turn. Here's lap number 4. Improved by the new record in 1 minute 37.788 seconds. Ah, jeez, there it goes. Looks like I just took a 0.5 second penalty. So be careful, you guys. If you're making a mistake by receiving a 0.5 second penalty, just gonna have to try to be extra careful not to take too much grip pressure to go overwhelming. Now I have to do is gonna have to be patient until I'll have to go over to be on the penalty line to force to be slowed down before moving on to take the 5th lap. So I can't say because this has got to do plenty of hard effort out there because it needs to have the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup car number. But I didn't plan to do this myself because early this morning I just did not feel any well. But I'm still okay because I'm just gonna have to keep on racing to stay clean and survive for only one day. Is gonna have to keep a good exact motivational to keep my condition under control. But I can still fight. I can still fight with the flu and all kinds of different symptoms that I just need to be extra careful. Here's the new lap. Here it goes. Okay, pretty clever, but my ghost car's still gonna have to do an all-wheel drive purpose. Yeah, I kinda think my stomach is getting an emotional upset. So let's keep going. Still got enough time before 5 minutes left. That's very good. Now climbing up, proceed on sector 3 in turn 10 and 11. Almost there. Alright, looks like I just get down to it and going much more proceed. One minute, 37.679 seconds. Still good, but just gonna have to keep a good improved lap time till I had to join in session in the lobby for having a qualifier time. Only down to 3 minutes left. Okay, my ghost car did pretty well. I still got some more paces left to go, so I just tried to go easy on myself. Okay, that's good. Stay on the main defense and go by 0.3 seconds behind. Just slide around like this, and then you'll be all good before the official challenge is gonna have to be a very tough, difficult effort. Okay, that's good. Still, decrease amount. Go for sector 3. We'll have to go for my best push. Down to 1 minute left. I'm sure of it. I just really might need to get my mental condition to stay well focused on the race. Not too hard, not just trying to take too much. I'm not gonna have to go for it if I have to take that risk. Okay, looks like in about 15 seconds left to join in session in the matchmaking lobby progress, you guys. Just gonna have to make sure that I have to go easy on myself this time before taking the start of phase 1, before gonna have to go with phase 2. I know what to do because my rehearsal as a commentator is gonna have to get much more perfection to get in shape. So here it is right now, time's up. Matchmaking is now good to go by having a 1 best effort. So, by the looks of it, because the additional for the GT1 league will have to go adding up with 5 laps, while we have to take 3 laps to be on the GT2 and GT3 leagues. So looks like the gang's all here. Looks like I'll have to get ready to go and go competition with using the same Yaris RC High Performance First Edition 2020. So let's go and commence the quick warm-up, so I had to go much more fine perspective. Turbocharge is good to go. Radar check. Looks like we have Power Glove is now entered to be on the first position. Next up is Sam Sending Sound on 3rd place, SLL Aerodyne in 4th place, Mike Hawk 5th place, Rojigo in 6th place, Needham 7th place, and TJ Robb has now entered to be joined as well. Fear Nothing 420 is here. Alright, I just might need to keep a good watchful eye for having a tire wear effect for only 18 times. 1 pit stop is very challenging and going crucial. Okay, now I have to do something else to come up with it, because 1 stop for only 8 or 7 lap in the hard sports compound tires, according to Mistaz_MCA's Twitter post. Well, I have to go with 1 stop between lap number 7 or 8 by my best choice, because they're about to go for it. They're about to go right in and choose 1 best perspective method if I can go around for only 10 laps. This is gonna be a very tough race for myself, you guys. So let's go. Cue the out lap and roll it out. So you see, folks, I can't say because the official Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup car number on the GR Yaris is now quite very good to be exclusive, just like the 86 versions of the Torino and the Levin. But I can't think of it because this has got a lot of good placement, but turns out it gets a little bit blurry according to the PS4 version of the game. But especially for the PS5 version that turns out to becoming fully enhanced. Well, this one don't because it has all kinds of covered decals to be placed on the car number. Okay, we got one racer off the track. Power Glove is now being forced to slow down. Let's do this. Lap number 2. Okay, I guess these two might need to stop playing around. All we have to do is going to keep focusing during the qualifying session. No time for hitting around, just going to keep a good focus and make your lap time to go for your mark. Okay, there you go. Here comes turn 13. Stay careful. This has got to be the final lap in number 3. There you go. Made it on time in 6th place until dropped down on to 7th place. Now it's 8th place, going down into 9th place by the update. I tell you guys, this race is about to go for having a GR Yaris-orama. There we go. Now for the final sector. Gonna have to be extra careful to avoid a penalty. So that's time's up. Gonna have to sprint to the finish. Clock's ticking. Drop down to position 12. Need to have one best lap time. There. I guess I just made it on to position number 9. Well, phase 1 is done and complete. Now I have to do, it's gonna have to be stand by patiently to be on phase 2 as the grid standings are about to go by the update. So looks like despite and Power Glove is now being dropped down as well. Barry R is about to get closer towards the finish. Jay Heger is now going to be job well done for having a 5th position as a qualifier run. So 1 minute left, you guys. I'll have to go back and just going to have to go for phase 2 to have my rehearsal to go bit tip-top shape. And we're back. Let's do it. It's about to get very challenging, you guys. B-course layout in Sardegna for the GR Yaris RC High Performance will have to take 10 laps for the GT2 and GT3 League. And for today's temperature is 57.2 degrees Fahrenheit with a forecast in a bright and sunny day. All that practice work to be on the all-wheel drive because it's about to get challenging, and go steady up because the tire pressure is about to go for having a kill amount effect to be on the front zone. So just gonna have to be very extra careful whenever you might need to try to make your best effort. 18 seconds left, so point table is gonna have to be set and organized for the official for having a new update by fixing up with some points to be adding up as well. But I really hope I have to get ready because it's about to go competition time in about 3 seconds. Here we go. It's round 2 for the 2023 Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup on Gran Turismo 7. So we got some good liveries on the same GR Yaris RC High Performance, so let's get set and go competitive. Here we have Insane BXL in first place, SFL Aerodyne in second place, third place we have TJ Tigaro, fourth place we have Barry R, nice good Charlie Brown livery, Jay Huger in 5th place, awesome design. 6th place is Fear Nothing 420, all set and good to go. FCR_Timmy05 is here in 7th place. Gosha PHX in 8th place. TJ Turab is now entered in 9th place. Here's myself in 10th place with a UDRS Inspirtech livery. Roj Ko has entered onto the position 11, and here's Needham on 12th place. 13th place is Sam Sending Sound in the Nations Cup specific livery to represent Canada, Mike Hawk in 14th place. And here is Despite in 15th place. Last place is Power Glove is about to go all set. Now, there's no need to have a false start check because it's about to go for a grid start. 3 seconds, and let's get ready to pump up the paces and go faster in the all-wheel drive. Have fun out there, folks. Stay careful and master 13 turns in a B-course layout in Sardegna is going to have to be a very tough effort. So you see, this race is all about doing a one-make race competitive for every part of the same car, so it'll have to go exactly to be more extra careful to avoid a penalty. The tight turns, elevation, uphill and downhill in Sector 2, so looks like Round 2 of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup for the GR Yaris will have to be slide into action, so you might gonna have to keep a good extra careful to be on the main part of the grip. One pit stop available, and here it goes. First sector clear, on to Sector 2. Insane BXL is now going entered to take the front line to be in the lead, followed by Jay Takaro and Barry R in position number 2 and 3. 3 Canadian Gran Turismo players are about to go at it and focusing to be on a 10 lap challenge for having a mostly part of the semi-endurance. So better be careful, don't make any contact, otherwise it'll have to be end sub in the result of the penalty. Scratches will be made, and just gonna have to keep a good exact distance to be called in and go pacing up onto the main effort to go road racing. So now coming in onto turn 12. Proceed and stable for Team UDRS Inspirtech in the GR Yaris RC High Performance ever since from last season from the 2022 Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup at Sardegna in the windmills. It's all about having a dirt racing from last year, and road racing for this year is going to have to go smooth paved challenging to go for the high mark. Here's lap number 2. Better be sure to keep it up and keep it go and proceed over to be on the first turn by the corner. Very nice. Looks like they just did a lot of good effort strategy according to the qualifying session before going in onto turn 2 and 3. Going entered onto turn 4, so gonna have to be extra careful to have the front tires to be on turn number 5. Fear Nothing 420 is now getting up with some separation as Jay Heger is now going closer onto 6th place to be entered onto Sector 2 again. inside at the apex to have a good slide effort, make that good straightaway to go down the hill, and a penalty for FCR Timmy 05 is now going to be quite shown in, and looks like that has to be a quite possibility to be on the main part of the surveillance lookout for only 3 American GT players. But here it comes. Looks like, oh, Feared Nothing 420 just going off the track and ghosting mode to be on a slow down recovery. That is intense to see how Feared Nothing just almost loses concentration. Better be sure to try to catch up to us. All we might need you is going to be a very best time for only care. Now, looks like on the clear for 6th place for Team UDRS in Sportec. Team Sportec is now currently to be on the 13th turn and keep Smooth Racing to be well slipstreamed to be on the main offense to catch up onto Jay Heeger and FCR _ Timmy 05. Jay Tiraco has now currently cleared for the fastest lap in a minute 37.9 seconds. Perfection. Very good job for Tigaro, just actually did a good smooth perfection without adding up with some more numbers around the decimal. Just keep that 0.9 second to be well kept and wait to have this part of the racing ejected to go faster for serving a lap time challenge. So on to lap number 3. The front tires are about to get much more killing in to be on the front, so the brakes will have to get stable in and stable out. Just to be planned and go for having a main part of the choice method during the part of round 2 in Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. But hold on, looks like Timmy 05 is slowing down. Team Sportec has an opportunity to go proceed on to 5th place and moving on forward to catch up to Jay Heeger in about 0.5 seconds in position 4. So better have the brakes to set and good to be much more handle. It's about to go all-wheel drive power slide drifting. Very close and still got enough patience is gonna have to go call in. Way to have a spectacular racing move for Team UDRS in Sportec. After one race cleared, the points will be received according to the new update. We'll have to go for some major issues to be solving fixed for having a format. But you'll have to be patient soon before at the end of the day. 3 racers are still currently to be entered on to lap number 4. Insane BXL has now cleared for beating Tigaro's lap time in about a minute, 37.444 seconds. 0.444 is absolutely to go for the perfect match. So here comes the 4th lap. Team UDRS in Sportec in the same GR Yaris RC High Performance to go steady up, increase the good amount of specified aerodynamic in a low speed, more handling to go keep up and stay on the main pressure on the grip. Seems like this is going to get more challenging to be better than ever. So in about on to the last minute, Timmy 05 is now going offense at Team Sportec in about 0.3 seconds. Now it's decreased to be at 0.2, so gonna have to keep a good hopes and defense to be well strategized to go in and going clear to have another part to be on the hill climb towards the end of the 2nd sector. So better brace yourself. All you might need to do is gonna have to keep your lucks, your hopes, and your best chances to go clean racing during the part in the 2nd round. There goes sector 3. Jay Heeger is now going increased by the main defense in about 1 second to be adding up by the decimal. Decrease to go pushing in, go forward through, and pull the brake to be slammed in onto turn 13. That's the ticket. Timmy 05 is still catching up with some good amount of paces. Team Sportec is going to have to be ready for a tough defense. Here it goes right now. Halfway there on lap number 5. Solid fine work and keep up the good work. Team Sportec is gonna have to keep it all and still try to survive this race during the live stream segment, but in the meantime, because it'll have to take 2 takes after my absence from this morning, so I just might need to get myself to be shaped up and go focusing to be on the main get-go. But looks like Jay Heeger is about to be slowed down to be entered onto sector 2, coming in onto turn 5 and 6 to have the first part of the curve hairpin to go down the hill. So you see it? Low speed slipstream go by the offense. Gonna have to be patient and going clear for having a flat surface before going back in the hill climb. Good to be solid clear, and looks like Gasha PHX is now overtake on Team 05 in 6th place to be moving on. Slow and steady as it goes to be on turn 12. Looks like Jay Heger and Team UDRS in Sportec in the same GR Yaris RC High Performance to be step up and go for turn 13 to be passed by in the yellow penalty zone without getting perceived by the mistake. So gonna have to keep a good watchful eye because the front light tires are about to get much more depleted in about 50% remaining. Here's lap number 6. Brace yourselves. Very nice for having a good day of GR Yaris racing to be on the B course in Sardegna. But it's not over yet. Looks like Gasha is now going to have to take a good main Q advantage while Team Insportec is having a slight difficulty on the front tires. But there it goes right now. PHX is now entered to be in the 5th position to be entered down onto Sector 2 again. Gonna have to keep up the pace for Team Insportec. All-wheel drive is the best matter. We'll have to do the low speed advantage to catch up and give it a green light for go. So I can do this. This has got to work for having a main part strategy to go upper hand advantage. The number 2 GR Yaris is now going closer to catch up to Jay Heger in about a few more seconds to go remaining when entered onto Sector 3. Team Insportec is still gonna have to keep up and go for the main ropes. We'll have to struggle in, struggle out to be on the main offense to go switched up onto the main defense as FCR underscore Team 05 in position 7 in about 1.4 seconds remaining. Get a good load of the tires because it's gonna get quicker, depleted, and make one best chances to go sacrifice to be entered for only one pit stop available by the zone. Here comes lap number 7, so be on a reminder if anything happens because Team Insportec might gonna have to go for only a 0 stop effort. That's how this part of the racing objective is gonna have to try to make your best effort when you're on the GT3 and GT2 league for this part of the 10 lap challenge, while the GT1 is now currently to take 15 laps, will go extra to have the advanced level. So on to the 7th lap to be continued on. Sector 1 cleared to be going back on to Sector 2, while Gasha PHX is now still on the main elevation position to be on 5th place. And as for Team Insportec in the GR Yaris RC High Performance, 6th place is going to have to keep a good main pushing effort to be on the defense and offense by the struggle. So 3 cars and American GT players are still trying to keep up onto the main ropes, while the 3 Canadian racers will still have a chance to keep battling in 1st place. Insane BXL is still doing a good job out there ever since from last week, or especially last month from April. But here comes the top turns to go enter off the track and get back in. Watch yourself. The front tires on the right is going to get much more killing around to be decreased amounts, so looks like Team 05 has the advantage to catch up to Team Insportec in about 0.2 seconds. Here comes lap number 8. Pit stop reminder, all you might need to do is going to keep on racing to stay clean and survive for only 0 stop for only one amount of time. So here it goes. Looks like it's Feared Nothing. 420 is in the scene from position number 8. That will have to take that good opportunity to overtake Feared Nothing for FCR Team 05 to go defense, while Team Insportec currently to stay on track and go for turn 5 to be steady up and go. We're almost there, folks. This race is about to be over soon because take one is going to have to go for having a main part set segment to have this part of the competition. Going down the hill onto sector 2. Keep it up and stay on the defense on Fear Nothing 420 when overtake on to 7th place. And there goes. Looks like Fear Nothing overtakes Team Insportec by having a low grip advantage to go decrease. That is going to be having a poor effort for Team UDRS to be dropped down onto 7th place. Lap number 8 is going to have to take one last call to be on the reminder to be entered at the pits. We'll have to go for the tire change requirement. One stop available, 0 stop is going to be a very tough risk. So let's have a good check to be on the main last minute update on to the top 3 racers. Jay Takaro has now entered to be on the 2nd position as well, along with Barry R in 3rd place. Already entered to be on the 9th lap. We're almost there because this has got to do a lot of good thrill of perfection for doing a one racing category of the day to be in the one make. Insane BXL is doing good. He has to keep trying because stay well defended to be in the 1st position is all about having his best luck and keep racing to go harder to be on the main compound in the sports category. Already clear on sector 2. Just gonna have to keep a good main cheer on for Insane BXL. He is going insane for having a 0 stop competition race in round 2 of the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup for the 2023 series. So on to the last update for the minute. Team Insportec is still holding down onto the fort in position 7 as the front right tires are about to get kill in, kill out as the white mark is about to get full red, and that means a tough risk is about to be called in into a huge Perusian. One more about to be over before the next race entry will have to get better and suitable to be in the main part of the segment. And there it is right now. Looks like the sacrifice is about to go enter to avoid a huge demise. There goes FCR_Timmy05, folks. He's about to get closer onto my current position as lap number 10 enters to be proceed into the final lap. It all comes down to this to see how Insane BXL is about to make his way towards victory to be at the finish line, and Barry R is now currently to get back onto 2nd place by overtake Jay Takaro to be dropped down onto the 3rd position. Other racers are now gathered up and go for the lineup in formation to be proceed at the end of the 1st sector before going down into the main road onto sector 2. So better brace yourself, one last chance, one best grip, and one best possibility to go endless racing in this part of today's competition of the day for the GR Yaris. This has got to be much more perfection to go for the competition in the racing highlights. But it's not over yet. Team UDRS Insportec has still got a lot of chance to stay well defended to be in a 7th position. No matter what, it will have to keep a good holding down the fort to be well defended away from 2 other drivers before going up the hill for only one more time. So here it comes. Looks like 2 cars are about to get boxed in. Specific team liveries will go proceed to be possible. There we go. And here comes the final turn for the full final stretch, you guys. Insane BXL is about to be entered towards the finish line to make his podium finish for finishing up round 2 of this year's Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup, and he did it. Insane BXL wins the race for having a good defendant to be stay on over in 1st position. What a absolutely GR Yaris race, you guys. Incredible. I cannot believe it how Insane BXL just went insane to have a total time in 16 minutes, 29.298 seconds. So very good to see how Insane did a good job out there to stay well defended to be in the 1st position. Now that's competition, you guys. Now that's a good GR Yaris RC high performance competition. Very good. Well, Good thing this is going to get much more thrilled to be excited because that's take 1, so it'll have to go again to be on take number 2 to see how it turns out. But mostly because it was a lot of good time out there for having a best time to get myself to be well shaped up. Just going to go for having a get well soon card. So, a place for having a clean race bonus is now going served and extra for only 1 star. So that is very good. 4-star roulette ticket is complete by received. Replay is now being saved. What an incredible 1-3 Canadian finish for only 3 drivers that has the same GR Yaris RC high performance but a different specific theme variations. Insane BXL, Barry R, and Jay Tagaro just actually did a good time and going all-wheel drive to survive whenever it takes. So, in the meantime, because 3 Canadian GT players did a good effort out there to stay into the top 3 position. So congratulations to the 3 drivers for doing the best time. Well, I can't say because it was a lot of fun out there since last year from the final race to be at windmills in the same location. But slightly disappointed, but you'll have to go with it because there's only more to come and just gonna have to keep on racing to stay clean and survive for only 1 race without having a pit stop available is gonna be a very tough time to go for having a hard compound racing tires. So exactly to go succeeded as planned before moving on in round 3 by next month. Okay folks, looks like phase 2 is now being set and complete, but I know it was a lot of fun out there for round 2 of this year's Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup, but ending up in 8th place is all I have to do is gonna have to keep trying and be more focusing before moving on to take the last race entry. So don't go away because I'll have to be sure and go for another live stream segment and doing the first part of the rehearsal act because my commentary just gonna have to keep a bit much more focusing for myself just to be creative. But after all, that's one part of the attempt, so I have to go harder again to be on attempt number 2 for this part of the live stream video. Thank you for enjoying watching the live stream video on Gran Turismo 7. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Don't forget to check it out on any social media platforms like DeepNetArt, Twitter, GT Planet, Instagram, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Vision Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time and go proceed forward to be on phase 2 for the second act in Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup on GT7. Keep on racing, stay clean, and I'll have to continue on before one more time.